Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, me. It's a good day to be alive, everyone. It's a good day to be alive. Welcome to tonight's beautiful, beautiful live stream. If you are just joining in here for the first time, welcome to this beautiful night. Welcome to this beautiful live stream. My name is Brandon Tobias. It's such an honor to have you here on this channel, both on TikTok as well as on YouTube. Welcome to the live stream. Let's spend a second here and greet everyone and make sure that you guys can hear me okay, you can see me okay. Let's check in with the chat. How's everyone doing tonight? What's on your heart? Is there anything you want to share with the crowd and the collective in this particular moment that you feel would be beneficial? How is everyone doing? How's everyone doing? I know that, there's so many different possibilities for what's going on right now for everyone and their life and what's going on. So different energies for sure here. So I just want to make sure everyone's okay. I want to make sure YouTube as well is caught up here. Let me know on YouTube if you guys, hey, Catherine, how's it going? Hey, Dee Dee. Can see me okay, because I can't see my screen just yet. It might be a little bit behind. That's okay. Doing great. Aya, thanks so much. Hello, Love and Reiki. Welcome to the live stream. Hi, Sham. Hey, Pam. What's going on? Hey, Sia. What's going on? Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Yeah, before we get going. Okay, Dee Dee says, thank you, Dee Dee, for this. She said, this is perfect. They can hear us. So I might just need to refresh my YouTube screen here because it's not showing me, this beautiful face, back at the screen. So I have no idea. Okay, there it is. There's that beautiful face. I had to make sure. Okay, that we're good. So here's what we're going to be doing tonight. One, we're going to be hanging out, having a great time, and talking about everything that's going on in the collective. Thank you, Catherine, as well, for confirming that. And anything that we need to know as a collective right now for our highest and greatest good. For those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Brandon Tobias. I'm a psychic medium, a channeler, and a professional astrologer and tarot reader. And my specialty is channeling messages on behalf of the collective. What we need to know, the energies that are going on, and particularly the energies going on in our heart, in our emotional world, and most likely too in our love situations, okay? Because the emotions oftentimes line up with what's going on in our love situations, or we're learning the truth of ourselves and our emotions through our love situations, okay? So that's who I am in a nutshell. And I've just, the main thing that you can expect from tonight, one is to have no expectations, because I come on here and I truly have to surrender. I'm a Capricorn moon. So I always want things to be a planned out way, or I want to be certain on how they're going to go. And these lives kind of force me to lose that plan, because you can't really plan what you're going to channel, right? And you can't really plan for what's ahead. And that's kind of where I feel, the main epitome of tonight's message or lesson is that, there is no planning ahead right now when you can only see one step at a time in front of you, right? And sometimes we try to get ahead of ourselves. Sometimes we try to jump 5 steps ahead and plan it all out and make our future certain. And that gives us a level of comfort. That gives us a level of ease because, maybe it's how we've been taught to do things, or it's kind of comforting to have a certain schedule or plan as to how things are going to go. But if you guys are on this live stream watching, you probably know, or you've realized that there is no planning life. There is no way, shape, or form that you can predict what life is going to throw at you. And so we all gather here tonight to find out a little bit more, right, from the guides and angels that guide us all, the ascended masters. I'm going to call upon lots of ascended masters, lots of archangels tonight, particularly Archangel Michael, Jesus Christ, Mary Magdalene. They are leading, by the way, true love on earth coming together, okay, in reality. So if you are in a love situation or you're concerned about love, we're going to be going through that tonight. We're also going to be going through general love and life, highest good messages, okay? So this isn't just for people who want to know clarity in their love situation. This is also what's going on. Where are we going? Where is society headed? What do we need to know? What are the energies generally speaking right now, okay? We might even do some specific ones around finances, So I'm going to be using a couple different decks here, okay? And we're probably going to do a few different readings, but by the end of tonight, here's my guarantee, my promise to you, as best as I can make it, because I don't know what's going to come through. You will have a much better and higher overview understanding of where you're at in your journey right now, where we're all at, because it's not just you, it's all of us in these energies going for it, and where we're going from here. And you should seek to have a lot of clarity. There should be a lot of confirmation if you resonate with what's coming through, okay, from the guides and angels, and just to help give you some ease of mind, some peace of mind, because some of us, right, and some of us, we're like struggling because of like we don't have that higher overview sometimes of what's going on and why is this happening? Where is this going? That's what I'm here to provide as best as I can do, right? Not saying I'm an expert by any means, but it is something I've been gifted with the ability to do, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay? So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up with general collective love and light messages from the guides and angels. I'm just going to speak them. I'm just going to channel them for us right now and see where they go with that. And that might dictate the rest of the live. Then we're going to go into a general highest good, okay, highest good in love and in life channel tarot reading. Okay, this is going to be with the Rider-Waite deck, just highest good messages from the guides and angels. Okay, then we're going to go into love specifically. All right, for love specifically, we're going to be using the Thoth tarot deck. Okay, so we're going to be using different decks here. We're also going to be doing an oracle reading, okay, for any additional messages. These tend to be from the Ascended Masters specifically, who utilize this deck to give specific, even more specific messages. So I'm going to channel with that. And then lastly, we're going to save the best for last. We're going to be doing a finance-specific reading. So I've never used this deck publicly. It's the Metamuse Tarot deck. It was gifted to me. So that if people see it and they want to buy it, I could make a profit from that, or they could make more sales and things like that. They offered me an affiliate, so I'm going to be trying it out and see. And if you guys want to buy after that, there's a link. There'll be a link. I can find a link. I forgot where the link is. I don't even have the link ready, but anyways, that's where this deck came from. Okay, so let me check in, and then we'll get into the messages. We'll start channeling, and we'll go from there. Okay. Dee says, me too, Michelle, looking for income, revenue, and purpose, getting over a love. Michelle said, looking for a job or to make income from my art. I need independence to live New York life with my love. Awesome. Yeah, good place to be. Okay, I hear ya. Yeah, the general theme seems to be, and I'm just going to get into the messages after this, but the general theme of the collective seems we're needing to focus on that, on our finances or our purpose or our business or the thing that's going to provide us with a steady, reliable source of income in order to thrive, in order to move forward, and particularly maybe to support, right? For some of us, to support a beautiful life in love. Because maybe if the finances aren't fully stable or there, right, you have learned through this journey in time that love can't, it's hard, very hard for love or relationship to flourish on an unsteady foundation financially. Okay, so we're going to be talking to all of that for sure, and that's why, it's funny. I think that's going to be one of the coolest parts of the reading is the financial one specifically at the end. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this here. Hannah says, working on that and letting go of perfectionism. Awesome. Yeah. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? All right. Guides and angels, we have 111 people in the chat, so this is meant to be, everyone. All right, guides and angels, loved ones, masters and wise ones, angels and archangels, through the power of unconditional love. Let's go ahead and get into the messages. Who is with us here tonight? Okay, please inform us. Archangel Gabriel is here tonight. If anyone knows a little bit more about what each angel is meant for or their specialty, please put in the chat. I don't actually know too much intellectually about what they're here for. I just channel them. Archangel Gabriel. I think it's green is his color, the heart chakra. So we're gonna Archangel Gabriel's here. Archangel Ezekiel. I think it's Ezekiel. Feels like. Okay, who else? That's it for the archangels. Mary Magdalene. Yes. And Jesus might make an appearance, but mostly Mary Magdalene. Okay. And then my guides are here, of course, and that's it. Okay. So that's who's decided to show up for this particular reading. Okay. So probably it's going to be more of a feminine-oriented reading, I would imagine, because Mary Magdalene's here. Now, those of you guys who aren't familiar, Mary Magdalene is the counterpart, the feminine counterpart to Jesus Christ in terms of like their love, right? They're like the quote-unquote twin soul, twin flame, divine counterpart match made in heaven. Okay. So that she's the feminine aspect of that. So it's probably going to be oriented towards that. Jesus might make an appearance, he said, but he's not going to be here the whole time. Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Ezekiel. Okay. So yeah, if anyone knows more about the archangels, please let us know in the chat. All right. All right, so guides and angels, masters, wise ones, and loved ones, what are the messages for the collective at this particular moment in time that you'd like to share with the collective right now? You only have to look deep within your heart, deep within your soul, to tell who and what is true and what and who is not true. Truth is a matter of light, and it is a matter of strength. Meaning, if you look at it and you bring your light to it, does that fade it away? Or does that help it to shine stronger? When you bring your light to something, and you can bring your light to anything in the world, you will always see its origin. You will always see where it comes from. If you are courageous enough to follow it through all the way down to the root source of where that thing comes from. One of the biggest challenges with differentiating between true and false in our hearts, in our minds, in our soul, is the fear of uncovering where that source actually originates from. This is the thing that holds back many of us when it comes to our internal healing journey and the fears of what might actually arise or be revealed through that journey. It is important to note when you are exploring your heart, when you are exploring your mind and your soul, to remember a few different things. And they're saying few generally, not like literally three. A few different things. Most importantly, it's important to grab your armor and your sword when you are about to dive into this exploration. Why, you may ask? This exploration requires that you be prepared for battle as if you were going into an actual battle. It requires courage and bravery. It requires a willingness to confront the enemy that shows up there. It requires you to be prepared with your suit of armor so that you are not pierced or deceived by the darkness that lies within. One of the biggest challenges with this work is that we sometimes forget to go in prepared for the battle that will arise from within. All of us, each of us, when we go within. If you can adequately prepare yourself for this exploration, for this challenge, for this battle, you will have the most truthful, peaceful, and exciting life adventure ahead of you. We want to stress that this battle does not need, and I know some of us, like Brandon, think they need to do it every single possible day. We want to stress, they're saying, this battle does not need to be taken on every single day, nor even every week, or at any consistent timestamp. However, it does need to be taken on habitually and as a continuous, ever-deepening process into discovering your truth and your true path. And there will be certain times in life where you are called to go even more deeply into discovering this truth. And we ask that when that calling arises, one, to heed it when you feel ready, but ultimately to heed it, because what awaits on the other side is true freedom, is true destiny, true light. But also to go into it with this awareness of, I must be prepared with my armor, my sword, my shield, and my light, and be ready to go into battle for these particular messages, this particular truth that lies within. Okay? And also with a solid goal, that's what they're saying. They're saying a solid goal of what you wish to obtain from within. See, sometimes for many of us, we go within and we don't really understand what or why we are there, but we're just there. And that's okay at times to rest. But if you go into it with a particular goal of, I am looking for this answer, I am looking for this truth, I am looking to see whether this person is real or false, this job or career is real or false, whether who I am right now and who I'm showing up as is real or false, going into it with a set goal and direction will be extremely helpful in your journey. Otherwise, it is a bit like aimless exploration, which can sometimes yield surprising and positive information, but oftentimes you'll come out of it with as little information as you came in. Okay? Okay. Okay. So right now, if you are feeling this, this is your calling. Okay? This is your calling. There are only certain times in life where this calling will come through and meet you. And if you are here in this moment, you are receiving this message, this is your calling, this is your sign. It is time to see as best as you can what is real, something you need to know. What is real and what is false? There's something right now in your heart, something right now in your soul that you might still not have clarity on. You might not still be aware where or what it is, truly. And because of this indecision or because of this hesitation in the mind, right, or other parts of the body, it will go back and forth. It will be undecided. It will cause chaos. It will cause confusion, right? It will cause a lot of different energy moving back and forth. And it will drive you to insanity. It will drive you to insanity. And the solution is to say, no more of the insanity, no more of the confusion, no more of the lack of clarity. I am choosing to go into this battle, armored up with my sword and with my light, to see what this thing is, and is it true or not, whether it is true or not. And that could be anything from a relationship, that could be anything from who you are showing up as, job, career, business, family. And the tip that they are giving me right now to give all of you and all of us is decide what that is. If you can right now in this moment, yes, great. But maybe sometime after this live stream, decide what that thing is first, right? Have that directive in mind first. Go, all right, I'm going to find out this because that's what I really need in this moment in time. And then armor up and go in. Armor up and go in. This is your calling, to armor up and to go in. At some point when you feel ready, but it must be done. This truth must be uncovered. Without this truth that they're channeling, 144, by the way, in the chat, which is a twin flame number, twin soul number, divine counterpart, love number. Without this truth, okay, you won't be able to move forward. Without this truth, you won't be able to move forward. Destiny will not be able to move forward. You will not be able to choose correctly or have the confidence in choosing, okay, your path, your person, your situation, okay? So the only thing, if you are and have ever felt like you can't trust your own instincts. How many guys have ever felt, okay, raise a hand or let me know in the comments, like you can't trust your own instincts? Like you are somehow not in control of your own actions. Somehow you don't really know, but it's like you're not in control of your life. You're not in control of your actions. You're out of control because you allow others to guide you as opposed to you guiding you, right? There's maybe grown a dependency on someone else or something else outside of you to rely on you getting your path, on you going down your path. And the only reason why that is because you haven't gone into battle, in this battle. Because if you go into this battle and you choose to face whatever is beneath that battle, that will allow you truly to trust in your instincts to the degree where you will never need anyone else's opinion ever again. You can have other people's opinion, they can share it, but you will never need to rely on that to take action in your life. Because chances are, if you're watching this, right, you might have somehow lost trust in your own choices or instincts along the way, and then you relied on others to kind of guide your path, or you relied on maybe even someone in particular to guide your path or to choose your decisions for you or to dictate your life. And then those decisions ended up screwing you over. Those decisions ended up being the completely wrong thing for you and your path. And then you look back and you say, why did I ever do that? Why did I ever listen to that person? Why did I ever follow that advice over my own advice, over my own heart? How did that happen? How did that situation happen? And the answer is, you didn't trust yourself. You didn't trust yourself, and you didn't trust yourself enough to go into that battle, to face that battle, to face those inner demons. That's the only thing. That's the only thing keeping you from your truth, so that you have 100% clarity as to what your path is and where you're meant to go. And I promise you, I know it's not easy. Okay, speaking as a practitioner, I know it's not easy. Believe me. I do this work with people on a daily basis and with myself. I know it's scary as hell. I know it's the worst possible thing, but it is most definitely the thing that allows me and allows us to trust fully in our instincts, trust fully in our decisions and our path without the need to rely on others. Okay, so that's the advice here. If you feel that you are in that situation, or you feel that there's an uncertainty around trusting your own path, your own choices, there's work to be done. There's a battle to engage in. And then the last part of this is very simple, is that it's time for you right now to trust yourself in that battle. Okay, many of us sometimes will think that we don't have the tools, that we're not equipped to handle this battle, that we're not able to combat it, or that we won't know how to handle or have the tools to be able to go in. And the truth is, this is where, and this is how you discover how strong and how capable you are. And if you have gone through dark times recently, if you have gone through dark times in your life, generally speaking, that is because God wanted to show you, He wanted to show you just how capable you were of handling the darkness inside. And no other reason besides that. Okay? And sometimes that happens through love, sometimes it happens through other situations, but it's through those situations that we learn how strong and how capable we are. And sometimes we just need a reminder of that. Sometimes we just need a reminder of that. And that's why we have love. That's why we have relationships. Because oftentimes that reminder will come through that. It will come through that as a vehicle, right? So trust yourself. First, trust yourself to go into that battle to see, okay? To see what it is, to believe that you can handle whatever it is in there, that you can fight and you can be true, and that your light will show and diminish anything that is scary inside of there. Be willing to ask that hard question, and then be ready to armor up. Grab your sword, grab your armor, and go into it head first. Okay? And I promise you, if you do that after tonight, your path will be clear. There will be no more confusion. There will be no more obstacles. 111 right now, and you will manifest your dream life. I promise you right now, 111, you will manifest your dream life if you take this advice. You don't have to. It's your journey. But that is the advice here. And there's a dream life waiting on the other side of you from that. Okay? There's a dream life. All right. All right, let's go ahead and get into, thank you so much, guides and angels, loved ones, masters and wise ones, for that first channel message. I never know what they're going to share in the opening messages, but, you know, it's always pretty practical advice, so I like it. Thank you so much. I think someone said it sounded like Archangel Gabriel. So I agree. I think he's like a warrior, right? I just heard not exactly. All right, well, maybe something different. Okay, here we go. So guides and angels, through the power of unconditional love. This is the tarot reading. Highest good energies right now. What we all need to know, a specific message for us in our life, okay? In love or in life, but for our highest possible good. This is also societal, general, okay? So what are the messages we need to know at this particular moment in time? So the world card. So the world is changing right now in a very intensive and dramatic way. If things feel like dramatic or intense around you in your personal situation, that is a representation and a magnification, okay, of what is going on in the world right now, okay, in Earth, generally speaking. Earth is literally transforming before our very eyes. So if you're going through that internally, just imagine the chaos that is arising and erupting out there in the world at large right now. This is a time where we have to be prepared to fight. We have to be prepared to battle our internal demons, okay, and the external demons, by the way, don't get me started on that, to be able to move forward. But just know the internal battle right now, as you go through that, you're also helping the world. You're also transmuting on behalf of the world, for the world to become a better place, okay? So it's very important that every single one of us on this live stream, if you choose to, have that in our awareness of, like, the world needs us. It's not like we're just kind of floating around, just doing nothing, you know, like, no. You chose to be here. We chose to be here at this moment, in this incarnation, at this crazy ass time in the world. We're not just here to just sit around and smoke weed and do nothing, okay? We have to contribute. We have to fight. We have to be aware that we're here for a purpose, okay? And we should all be actively trying to find out what that purpose is, okay? So just know that your internal work and you choosing, by the way, that's the most important thing they're saying, right? It's like no pressure here, but if you choosing to say, you know what, I am on board with that. I am on board with doing my daily work in my path. I'm not just going to ignore it. I'm not just going to be complacent. I'm not going to just like put it out of my ear. I'm going to actually choose to engage with what life is giving me on a daily basis and do the best job that I can, knowing that I'm contributing to the world's evolution at this moment in time. That is the perspective we all need to take on. and knowing that our individual actions are indeed helping, are a reflection of what the world is going through and helping the world at large here. So part of that work is like finding a way to feel good, to feel successful, to feel powerfully independent in who you are. Nine of Pentacles is a beautiful card of right now. It is the time, okay, to look within and to see what is that thing that I will shine with, that I was made to be with, that I was made to do, and that I was made to help as well through that action that comes naturally to me, that's harmonious with my energy, that also at the same time simultaneously helps others. For many of us, maybe we're at a job that we don't enjoy anymore, it's just paying the bills. And it's paying the bills, it's great, it serves one purpose, that's important, believe me, I've learned that over this year, it's important. But it's also not fulfilling me, it's not giving me this feeling of, yeah, you know, I did it, I succeeded, I'm a badass. You know, I'm flourishing in the way I was meant to flourish, right? That is the energy that we should all be looking for. I'm flourishing right now in the way I'm meant to flourish. I'm receiving, I'm giving. And, you know, I look good, damn it. I look good doing it, all right? Having that inner confidence back, right? Having that freedom and that inner confidence here, okay? So you got to look for the thing, right? Someone said exhausted, that is exhausting you. And to say, you know what? Enough is enough of that thing that's exhausting me. Right now I need to pursue me. Right now I need to pursue what my thing is. And feel free in doing that. Feeling free in expressing that. Okay? Right now is about me. Right now is about me. This is the energy right now. Right now is about me and what I'm looking to build or cultivate at this particular moment in time. What am I looking to build or cultivate at this particular time? What am I looking to build, by the way, that can last a lifetime? Okay? This is called long-term sustainable commitment. And as long as the focus is that of, you know what? I could see this thing in 5 years from now, 10 years from now, even a year from now, sustaining my life, being sustainable for my life for this year and for many years to come, right? If this thing can do that, go for it. Don't worry too much. Don't worry too much if it's the right thing, if you're able to do it, if people will resonate with you. Trust me when I say, okay? Look at what I'm doing. I'm channeling the angels in this moment. I'm reading Collective Tarot. We're live on, no one does this, and it's okay, because I had to find out. I'm like, all right, this is just who I am. This is what I'm doing. And you figure it out along the way. Okay? And you figure it out when you get out of your head, too. When you stop worrying about, again, what other people think and your own judgments and other people's judgments, you just do what you came here to do. And so it is time to commit to that. It is time to commit to that and to say, all right, let me find this commitment that I can go all in on, and let me make plans for that. Okay? Let me plan out a little bit. Even though we can't plan too far ahead, right? Let me plan out a little bit or have the ideas necessary to be able to move this thing forward and see where I want to go. Okay, so right now is an amazing time to get down to the books and to say, all right, I may not know if this is going to be successful or not. I may not know if this is going to work, but if I were to plan out a way to build something sustainable for the long term, okay, how would that go? What's a plan of action here? What would be the first, second, and third steps to actually get that going? And then once you're there, just go. And just do the first thing that comes to you. Do the first thing that comes to you. Try the hardest thing, the first hardest thing. Commit to that. And then let the rest flow. Let the creative process from within you flow from there. The hardest part, though, by the way, and this is just coming from experience, the hardest part of this is just getting the first thing done, getting the first step done. It's committing and saying, all right, screw it. I am going to just get that first thing done that's outside of my comfort zone. That is not what I enjoy doing or is easy for me. And that is just, not something that's convenient necessary for me, right? And it's saying, all right, let me get that first thing done. 8 of Swords here, 10 of Wands, Chariot. Okay. So we may not be able to see right now at this time in like the fullest picture. Okay. So that's a message that they're saying specifically, like the whole picture is not really able to be shown right now. Okay. Specifically. Okay. 8 of Swords here with the 9 of Pentacles. So if you're just trying right now and you're just like, you're going through your process and you're trying to make an effort in this direction, good for you. Okay. Keep going in that direction. Just right. They're saying, don't worry about the details. Don't worry about having it all worked out or how it's going to go, what it's going to be. Just start moving in that direction. Okay. And then through that, in time, the rest is going to be revealed. But right now, it's impossible to put all the pieces together. And I know I'm just like that too. I want all the pieces to be together. I'm a channeler, for God's sake. So I use that ability to my detriment sometimes. I try to channel the entire thing. And they will literally only give me what I need to know in this particular moment. It's kind of frustrating. Thanks, guys. 9 of Cups here with the Page of Cups. Okay. So in love right now, if there's an emotional situation, that may not be giving back to you, that may not be able to give back to you right now to the fullest extent that you would ideally want. Okay. Whether this is a current partnership or a situation or just generally in love right now, you feel either you are not able to give a full cup to that relationship or the person that you're with or we're connecting with isn't able to give that full cup. That energy, that commitment is not coming from love right now. Okay. That's not literally, meaning like, that's not the place to look necessarily. Okay. That's not the place to look for this path forward. Okay. That's not the place to look for this path forward. Not saying, right, that this won't change, but I'm saying generally, energetically, collectively, right? Love is not the thing necessarily that's going to be able to provide that energy to be able to build something stable for the next few years in this particular moment. Okay. So it's more of looking at the self. It's more of looking within the self at this particular moment to find that. And then in love, right, in time to express that through love, right? And I had a feeling this was going to happen. Okay. Lover's card here underneath the 8 of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. So it's so funny, right? Because you think you're going in a certain direction and then love just pops out of nowhere, right? It's just such the case where like the moment you start to focus on you, the moment you start to focus on your path, what you're doing, it's like, okay, boom. Now love pops in out of nowhere, right? Right when you need it most or right when it's meant for you the most. The thing about love is there's no timing to it that we can predict, right? It's just a matter of when we need it, when our soul is ready for that. And our soul is typically ready to receive that in when we have that confidence, that direction, and that, okay, self-idealized pursuit. Okay. But the other message here, and I just got to throw this out here for a second, because it is what is being shown. And I had a feeling they were going to go here. Okay, and I the way I channel is I have multiple messages with the same cards. So multiple messages come through in the same order of cards. So this order of cards, 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords. You can see the blindfold here in the Lovers. Okay, is someone who gets so wrapped up in that independence, that pursuit of independence, that then they block out love. And they go, I don't need love. I don't need relationship. I don't need that partnership. I'm just gonna do me for the rest of my life. Right? I'm just gonna do me. I'm not gonna marry. I'm not gonna do anything. And that's okay. That's okay. But if you're in that position, there is definitely someone here on your heart that you haven't let go of. Okay, and they're such a strong connection that they're probably not going to go anywhere. This is said at I just said it at 111 in the chat. Okay, so the advice here is, yes, pursue self, pursue your independence, pursue your thing, right? Grab that confidence, but also don't just block out. Don't just put the blinders on when it comes to how you feel, right? About a relationship, about a person. If it's there, it's meant to be there. And if it's there, it's meant to help you, not meant to hurt you. And I think the biggest reason why sometimes we will do that and we'll say, all right, we're just going to block out love. We're going to block that possibility out. We're just going to focus on the self. The biggest reason why we do that is because we're scared. Okay. We got hurt. We're afraid of getting hurt. And if we just focus on ourselves, nothing can hurt us. Okay. Wrong. Wrong. We will still get hurt with or without love. We will still be put through the karma with or without love. We will still learn the lessons we need to learn with or without love. But the truth is, sometimes there is no progression in our soul or our life without love. Do you understand? Sometimes there's lessons we cannot learn on our own, and they actually require a partnership, a destined partnership to bring that out, right? And right now, that's what we have. That's what we're facing, okay? We are all facing a destined partnership, a destined relationship, and perhaps someone that is very special to us, that is meant to be in our life and is in our heart, that is also here to help us on our individual successful journey, if we allow them in, if we allow the feelings in. Because the feelings around this person, the feelings around this love, will actually help to stimulate clarity on your individual happiness. Okay? Painful or scary as they may be, painful or scary as it may be, allowing those feelings in will help with the individualization of you as well as that person. Okay? So don't block out love. Find your confidence, find your pursuit, but then face the truth inside. If there's someone that you love and your heart tells you, this person is my person, don't ignore that. Don't block it out. Don't try and run from it. Don't put the blinders on. We've all done it, okay? We've all done it, myself included. That will only hold us back. That will only hold you back, okay? And it's the most important thing. It's honestly the most important thing of this whole reading is not to do that. That is, I can see here now, confirmed, that is the choice. Okay? So we all do have a choice right now in love specifically. Like looking at what the original message was going in, for a lot of us, that's going to be, what is the truth of this person? How do I really feel? What do I really want with this person? Okay, in this relationship? That's the question to ask. Two of Swords here. Okay, Two of Swords. So facing a crossroads, but again, choosing to face that despite the fears that will come up when you face that, okay? If there are fears indeed. And the Magician Hierophant, and then just once you choose that, right? Once you choose that choice, or you really take a look at this individual, oh my gosh, are you going to be happy? Are you going to be empowered? Can it be a family member? Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Sometimes there are karmic connections in family too. Okay? Sometimes there are karmic connections in family that were like past life lovers, first particularly, that then can interfere in our love situation. So for some of us, maybe this is being influenced, this mode or this kind of putting on the blinders or not wanting to feel your heart is influenced maybe by a family member or influenced by someone you're karmically connected to. So it all goes back to you got to learn to trust yourself. You got to learn to trust your decisions, not what a family member says you should be doing or seeing, or someone else, that, right? You have to make that decision in love for you, not based on what anyone else thinks. And the truth is, this situation's here. Neither of you have let each other go. No one's going to let each other go. This is a divine situation. When God puts someone in your heart, they're there to stay. Okay? There may be other areas in your soul where there are attachment wounds, and that's different. I'm talking about your heart. Okay? I'm talking about your heart. So making your decision there, making whatever decision needs to be there. And man, when you make that decision, goodness gracious, are you going to be empowered? Are you going to be on fire with your empowerment, your leadership, your purpose, your career? But it all starts with that decision in love, okay? It all starts in that decision, with that decision in love. Let's go over the final outcome here with this particular reading. Wow, 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, and the Strength card. Yeah, because when it comes to partnerships, right, this 10 of Pentacles here, this person and you are meant to build a life together. This person and you are meant to build something side by side together. Your own business, perhaps, your own empire, your own reality, okay? Your own world together. This is what you and this person are meant to do together. So to block them out is like blocking out your other half. It's like blocking out your other half. The other half of your purpose. The other half of why you are here in the first place. Right? And if you block that out, how are you going to know what you're here to do? Half of your purpose is within this relationship. Now, some of you guys might say, all right, Brandon, okay, all right. I thought that, I could just do this on my own and there's no problem with that. And, and I'm just going to pursue the solo life. And look, that's great. But here's what I have to say to that, right? Some of you guys, maybe you don't like, this partnership is part of your purpose. Look, at this time in life, and it's what I'm here to speak on, honestly, is God put soulmates, divine counterparts, what people may call the twin soul relationship, spiritual destined partner. He put that on earth right now on purpose, because it is a part of humanity's destiny to unite with their person and their purpose through that. And what he purposely did, and here's the crazy, sneaky part that God did that I'm like, oh, God, you're so smart sometimes. I'm like, how do you think of these things? And he said, half of your purpose for existing is going to lie with that person. So you want to pursue your purpose, buddy? You want to pursue your purpose? You will know your purpose through that person. So you can't avoid the relationship or the love or how you feel if you want to truly live your purpose. Okay? And I'm just like, oh, man, you set it up too good. You set it up too good. You set it up with these fail safes so that if any of us wanted to say screw love or screw relationship, we would only be living half of our purpose. Because the other half will and I'm talking about literally, I'm not talking about metaphorically here. You have a purpose, that person has a purpose, but together you have a whole different purpose, and that whole different purpose becomes part of your purpose. Okay, does that make sense? In a literal way, like you will find out more of it through your interaction, through your engagement, through your relationship with this person. Okay, it's just how it's meant to be. Okay, so it's going to take bravery though, right? 9 of Wands and Strength card is some of you guys are looking at love, looking at this, and you're going, I don't It's kind of scary to go in there again, though. It's kind of, I don't know if I can risk because of what happened last time. 111 views on the YouTube, by the way. I don't know if I can risk because of what happened to me last time in love. I thought I was going to build a purpose with this person in the past, but that didn't end up happening, and I ended up having my heart broken, and now it's here again. So I'm kind of like, do I really want to go there? And God's saying, look, you had to go through whatever you went through in your past to learn a bunch of lessons and to become who you are today. And you wouldn't have become even close to your purpose today or what you're doing or pursuing today if it weren't for whatever past person affected you in whatever way they affected you. But we must stress, that is not how this situation is meant to play out. That is not how this next love for you is meant to be. That's not how God designed it. He did design it to say, you're going to have to go through the painful one first and then the good one first after that, so we could test your courage, so we could test your faith, so we could test your instincts, trusting your instincts. All of this has been a karmic test to be at 144 in the chat. All of this has been a karmic test to be able to trust our own instincts, even after they may have led us to some hurt, right? So yes, I understand perfectly well, believe me, the hesitation towards truly opening your heart to the person that's in your heart in this moment that wants to be a part of your life purpose. That is a part of your life purpose. That is literally half of your purpose here on earth. I understand the hesitation towards that. But if your heart says yes, and you want to live all of your purpose, you want to live all of it in its entirety, and have the greatest experience you can have on earth, you must say yes. You don't have to. But if you want those things, then that's a must say yes. You must say yes. Okay? And here now, to have the faith that if it feels right to you, it is. And that it will not go the way that it went during that time in the past. It is literally impossible for this to go how it went for you in the past. And I will tell you why. You were a different person back then. Okay? And if you look back and you say, oh, this situation reminds me exactly of what I went through last time in love or last time in a relationship, and it's the exact same thing. And what if I get my heart broken? What if I get betrayed? What if I get abandoned? Whatever that thing is for you, right? Easier said than done. Just like I did last time. But here's the thing. You're now looking on a past version of yourself, and you're judging that past version of yourself. You're saying, I was an idiot back then for doing that, and I'm not going to do that same. I'm not going to engage in that same behavior again, even though back then you didn't know. You didn't know. Do you see? You're judging that based on a past version of yourself that didn't know what you know now, that now has the experience to be able to avoid and to say no to any truly toxic situations. Okay? That's who you are already. And to move forward, that's the trust it's going to take, is going, I truly trust myself. If it really is ever actually toxic and it's not just my fear or my mind, that I will get out of it myself, right? I will choose to leave that situation. I will choose to take control of that situation and do what's best for me. And I'm not going to be victim or victimized again as I was the first time, okay, to whatever it was that happened. So God wants to give us all a second chance. a second opportunity in love and in life, in this moment, to say yes and to trust that this time it will go as it is most amazingly planned to go. And that everything you may have been hoping for in a past relationship with the wrong person is meant to come true in and with this person in your heart. Because that's how God designed it. But you have to be willing to take a leap of faith, overcome those fears, overcome that hesitation, and just say yes. Putting the heartbreak behind us, the sorrow behind us, saying, you know what? If I get heartbroken, okay, I know I can handle it, number one. I'm strong enough to handle it. Number two, I'm going to see the signs before it even gets to that place, because I've already been through a toxic situation. So I know I can trust myself to recognize if and when it is truly toxic. Okay, 3 final cards of advice here. Sun card, Bull card, and the 10 of Cups. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now with these 3 final outcome cards? Fool card, Sun card, and the 10 of Cups? At 111 in the YouTube? It's 111 in the YouTube right now. I want to stress that. Are you kidding me right now? Like, this is 100% confirmation that this message is for you. Okay? Taking that leap of faith. Oh my God. Taking that leap of faith and knowing, right? Finding true happiness in your love life. Like that this time things will work out. This time things will be extremely amazing. Okay? You will be truly happy. Individually, you'll be truly happy. Not just for the person, not just in the, like individually, you will be fulfilled and happy. That's crazy, by the way. Those are like literally, I'm kind of blown away right now. I'm like, whoa, okay. So I can't say it any better than that. I'm gonna end it right there. All I can say is it's time. Okay? It's time to make a choice. You don't have to choose this. You don't. But just look at what the guides and angels are saying. Like, look at the final outcome cards here. That's crazy to say yes and to see what will happen. Okay? That a wish fulfillment truly is here on the horizon, that you will be individually happy in this situation. But don't avoid the truth. Don't avoid your heart anymore. Don't avoid your heart anymore. Don't avoid the truth, okay? Be willing to take that leap of faith, and it's honestly going to be amazing, okay? And it will help you with your purpose, help you discover your purpose rather than take away with this situation, okay? 4 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Time to go into battle, everyone. Make that choice. Time to go to battle and make that choice. Tonight, if possible. Faster the better. That's me. All right. Thank you, guides and angels, for that beautiful message. Man, oh man, we haven't had a message like this in a long time. It's been a long time on this channel where we've gone. Feels good to be back, everyone. Feels good to be back in the collective channeling audience here. Woo! If you guys ever want to watch the replay to that, because I got to go watch that like 10 times. That I don't even remember what I said. Check out my YouTube channel, Brandon Tobias. I've got almost all the Zodiac readings done on that channel. And the live stream here is being recorded on YouTube at the same time. So be sure to check the live stream replay if you want that. All right, let's just jump right into the financial reading, because clearly they covered love. So I'm not going to go too much farther into love. I'm just going to go straight into finances. So this will be... thank you so much, Dee, for the donation. Thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate it. This will be for finances in particular. Okay, so we're going to be using the Metamuse Tarot deck here and seeing what comes through. All right, I had my citrine on top of this. Yeah, no, I feel like love is covered pretty well. Okay, so those were pretty specific instructions here. So let's do it. All right. For those of you guys who have been waiting for the financial reading, oh, okay, we got a tower moment. So maybe an incoming tower moment with finances here. Hopefully not. Wow. Oh my God, look at all these cards. This is crazy. I'm not going to read these, but this is definitely going to be a more practical reading for sure. From what I can feel, it's a much more Capricornian kind of reading. So just be prepared for some practical advice here. All right. Guides and angels, loved ones, masters and wise ones, angels and archangels, through the power of unconditional love. What is it that we need to know collectively, right? What is the specific advice for finances right now that we need to know for our highest and greatest good in this moment in time? I have no idea what's going to come through, and I've never done a finances reading specifically, I don't think. Okay. Let's go ahead and see. Guides and angels, through the power of unconditional love for finances. It's gold, too. All right. So the first card out is not even a technical tarot card. It's the Tree of Life. So I forgot I put this actual card into the reading. So right now, here's what they're saying. It's all about the internal healing process. The more you internally heal right now, the more you actually straighten your energy out. And this is also physically. Okay, this is physically as well as emotionally. The more clarity you will have when it comes to your next move in finances. Okay? So the next direction, the first step that they're going to say here is go into your energy field. Go into they're saying specific parts of your energy field. Put a hand on each part of your energy field and see what is not aligned truly, what is kind of off, right? And how that offness actually is not allowing the full clarity for your finances to come in, okay? This is the specific instruction. If you want to find clarity in finances, it is about going in to do that. And Death card is here in the bottom of the deck, okay? So, perhaps the motivation here came from a recent ending, or it came from a death moment you faced in your life. Or what you're looking for is a complete transformation when it comes to your financial life. Let's go ahead and get some more clarity when it comes to this. Oh, wow. 7 of Wands, I believe that is. Ace of Swords. 5 of Cups. Okay. So you have Ace of Swords, 7 of Wands here. For many of us right now, the biggest thing holding us back from our finances are two things. We are either facing challenges in our emotional life which make us feel like we're not able to show up or go live or speak, right? Or be present. Okay? So there's almost a feeling of I'm unworthy to speak or go live because I'm going through my emotional challenges. Therefore, I shouldn't go live. I shouldn't create videos or content or do what I need to do because I am going through my emotional challenges. Therefore, I am compromised. Okay. First of all, using those emotional challenges to go deeper into your energy, which is often a catalyst for you, will help you find the clarity and the confidence within to be able to come back out. So definitely don't ignore your feelings, but also know that you sometimes have to show up even when you're not feeling the greatest. And I know that that's tough, right? I'm going through some stuff myself. But sometimes you have to show up even when you're not feeling the greatest, and you just have to say, all right, I'm here for it anyways, and I'm going to do my job. And the emotions that I'm going through, if anything, will help me become more relatable to others around me, will help me relate more to what others are going through, right? Because we're all going through something. We're all going through, tough emotional times sometimes, right? Ace of Swords with the Seven of Wands. And then the other thing is, some of us are almost scared to exist in our own success, to own our success. I want to give you an example, right? And this is kind of, I can resonate with this for sure. It's like we kind of put our stuff out there and we're like, oh, and it's like, maybe people will like this, right? I hope they like this. Let me, title it a certain way or talk in a certain way or whatever. Yeah, you got to be badass with this, man. You got to be like, you know what? This is who I am. I'm putting this out there, and this is me. Own it. Own it. Okay? Whatever it is you do is special. It's special. But you got to own it. You can't, right? Someone says, I struggle with how I present it. Don't even worry about the presentation. Just own whatever it is. You could be, there's too many examples I can list of quote unquote weird things that are successful on TikTok or the internet. But the challenge with success right now in this moment might be I'm repressing or I'm pushing away what I really am, and I'm not ready to own that yet. Okay? So it's time right now to say, all right, you know what? I know I'm not perfect. I know my content or my stuff won't be entirely perfect, but you know what? I'm going to own it anyways, and I'm going to put it out there. I'm just going to be my badass self, man. And people don't like it. If people judge it, hey, screw them. And also, there's good feedback, right? To be able to say, all right, who am I for, who am I not? Basically, that's how you learn, by the way. Okay, so Two of Swords here with the Four of Pentacles. Okay. The other thing is, in the financial world, okay, so we're not talking about love anymore, but in the financial world right now, you might be making decisions based on money, okay, alone, which is okay. It will get the job done. But the other part of it is, are you really choosing based off who you are, based off what's authentic to you, right? In the way that you present, in the way that you put out? Or are you making decisions based off of the potential financial output alone? Okay? Here's the harder reality to get through, is that sometimes we have to forge our own path. We can take advice from others, as I mentioned. We can take templates from others, see what they're doing, and utilize that in our own process, on our own presentation for sure. And I hope maybe this live and the way I do my videos on YouTube, which is, a growing but small channel still, maybe it can inspire some of you. But I would never want you to copy, not because I care if you copy me, but because that maybe wouldn't be authentic to you. And I've definitely found myself in that spot where I'm going, oh man, that's successful. Maybe I should do that. That's successful. But the reality is, it doesn't work for me. Okay? So what are you choosing your path on? Are you choosing it for money, or are you choosing it because it is authentic to you in every way? Okay? Taking pieces from others who are successful, but in the end, making it your own. That's the biggest key here that will draw money in. But you got to trust in that too. Okay, the World card, Nine of Swords, the Hierophant. The main theme for tonight, this is showing up in the middle, is being afraid of being seen. The main theme here, okay? Every single one of you on this live, no exceptions, okay? I'm talking to you, are able to lead, able to speak, able to present. All right, that's even what I'm seeing in the comments, is you guys are all either practitioners or you're readers or you're speakers. You have something here that you're able to lead on. And yet you worry and you hold yourself back as to whether you are actually that. Why is that? Right? You worry and you concern. You go, am I really that for the world? Am I really capable of doing and being that type of leader for the world or speaking? Yes. Yes, you are. You absolutely you are. Okay? That's why you're here. That's why you're showing up in this reading, because God wants to give you a reminder and say, hey, remember this, that you're meant to lead the world within, that the world really needs you. Yeah. Stop being scared of being judged or doubting yourself, right? Having this inner criticism or this inner phobia of, I'm not meant to do it. You absolutely are here. Okay? And believe it or not, you will have fans. You will have people. The biggest thing I can share, and this is both channeled and from my experience, is that when you get going in your direction, you will have people that just vibe with you. You know, it doesn't have to be 1 million people. It doesn't have to be even 100,000 people. It can be 100 people, 50 people, 10 people that show up, just show up for you. Even if it's your first video on YouTube, you'll always have that one first person that watches every video, just your number one fan. And the thing is, even if you have one person watching and supporting you, that's changing stuff in the world. That's changing stuff in you. That's changing stuff for that person. That's providing your energy in a way that's giving an impact to others. That is also fueling you, by the way, too, in a reciprocal way. Okay? So you're looking for the first people, just the first few people that will find you and be your number one fans. Okay? And you all have them. You all have them. Believe me. Once you start working, once you start going, and allow those fans, okay, and their support to fuel you, to fuel your self-belief. And then that just keeps growing. The more you put that out there, and the more those fans keep coming in, they keep giving you positive feedback, and you go, oh, wow, I really can do that. I really am that. Let me keep going. Let me put some more content out, right? Let me do some, let me go a little deeper into this, right? Let me do something I've never done. So the hardest part, though, is trusting yourself and getting out of your own way enough to find those fans so that you can have that feedback, okay? Now, the key here with this reading for finances is when you get those fans, they're going to resonate with you with certain types of content or certain types of things that you talk about or that you're about, okay? So pay attention to what those people are saying, right? What they're really telling you and saying, hey, I want more of this that you do, okay? And take it from me, because I have done healing content, I have done tarot, I've done love tarot, I've done twin flame tarot, I've done astrology, I've done all sorts of different things. I've done personal development content on my channel, and there's very specific things that people tell me. They're like, hey, when you do this content, I watch it. Keep doing that. And then I try to go outside of that, and they're like, nah, I don't really want to watch that. And so it's my point is it's educated me on your fans will tell you, okay? So if you give an opportunity to your fans, they will tell you where to go the rest of the way. So that's why you don't have to have it all figured out, because use your fans to lead you, okay? That's the best thing you can do, is use your fans to lead you. That's it. There's, and here's the thing that I have to share too, just real quick, is that when I first started this, I thought I had to know everything. I thought I had to be a master tarot reader and know how to work with YouTube perfectly and this and that. And the reality is, I just had to listen to people. I just had to listen to people and let them tell me. And I didn't know, but I just kept doing more of what they wanted. And then it grew into a full-time business, and then it grew into something that supported me fully. So that's the way to go. So King of Cups to Chariot here. Two of Cups. Okay. Five of Swords and the Six of Wands. Yeah. So basically, for those of you guys looking for this, okay, it's in one place in particular. Okay. There's other, and I'm an energy healer too, so that's why I'm talking about this, but there's other places in the body, solar plexus, root chakra, okay, sacral, that will help facilitate what you're doing. But there's one place in particular that at least this group or collective, where their purpose lies. So if you're looking for a daily thing to do, and it's your heart. King of Cups. And I mean this literally. I don't mean like this metaphorical bullshit. Like waking up and asking, what is in my heart today to share? Like if I had the intention to start sharing something or building something or whatever that's going to be, what is in my heart to share today? Okay? That's where it starts. That is the genuine expression of you right there. The most genuine expression you can do. Now do you guys see why you can't block out love, by the way? Do you guys see why you can't block out that relationship, block out that person in your heart? Because it's connected. Your purpose and your love are connected. So literally speaking, right? Literally, if you block out love, if you block out relationship, you're blocking out your clarity for what to do and your purpose. Okay, so that's the practical reason as why. I'm not just saying this as everyone fall in love. I'm just saying that's how you know love and purpose are connected. It's what I've always stood for on my channel. So no difference here. Okay, so Two of Cups here, Chariot. And then this last part is interesting. Five of Swords and Six of Wands. Okay, there's two things here, and I'm just going to pick a leap of faith here because there's always been a very specific collective that followed me and my work and this stuff. And I really, in my heart of hearts, feel that God, I just saw 111 again, God, the time on earth right now, God's time on earth is bringing true soulmate, divine counterparts together, okay? Whatever you call that, true people who are meant to be married and literally build a life where half of their purpose is dependent on the other. And I feel that strongly in my heart. I've always spoken about that. I've always sensed that. I've always sensed I'm meant to talk about that. And I sense that probably if not all, the majority, if not all of you on this channel watching this, looking to build finances, are going to be in that world as well. Whether you intend to or not, I never intended to, but helping people either to find their person, Chariot card here, helping people to find their person. Remember, this is about money, okay? So ideas about money. So helping people, because this is money follows demand, okay? So if you're doing something that has no demand, you're not going to make money. If Earth right now is trying to find their soulmates, you better believe finding your soulmate has the demand. And helping people, that's one thing, helping people be re-empowered or learn the inner healing or lessons through separation and dark times. Because there are many people that will go through a dark time, dark night of the soul, separation, and they'll never find their empowerment again, or they'll never get over it, or they'll never want to love again, right? And you are here to help people through those disempowering times to find their success again, to find themselves again, to find their purpose again, to find their confidence, and then to redirect them while doing that, it's a cycle, into love, right? So it goes, people get hurt in love, right? They have those shields up. They block out their heart, all these things. They never want to love again. They never know their purpose. They're stuck, okay? You come in, help people say, hey, I know that was a tough time, but let me help you unwind all that trauma, right? See the true purpose within it, help you get over that, help you release that, and then help you find your success, help you find your purpose. At the same time you're doing that, you're also helping them manifest their soulmate, because love is attracted to success. Love is attracted to purpose, okay? So that's just the last part of here that they gave for me for you guys. I don't know if that's going to resonate with you guys, but that's what I just feel in my heart that most people are watching me for, because they're that too. This is the collective that I'm here to lead. So let's go final outcome for this. The Fool card, Star card, and Justice card. I mean, all I can say is it is about, right, last words of this is it's time to take a leap of faith. Now is that time to take that leap of faith in this moment in time and to trust that this is your destiny, right? If you're watching this live, you stuck around, like, trust that this is your destiny, because you will empower many. You will empower so many people if you're watching this, but you have to be willing to take that leap right now. Like, internally, you have to say, all right, this message hit me. I believe it. I feel it. I'm going to take that leap of faith. I'm going to take that leap of faith and put myself out there and trust what comes through from my heart, right? That's the Hierophant's message. That's what we're here to do. And then Justice here, okay? Helping right the world back from all of the karma that it's gotten itself into. I mean, this world, goodness gracious, right? There's so much karma that is existing and following this world right now. The people in this world, that we have to put it back together. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to get it back in alignment. How do you get it back in alignment? Love. Both literally within relationship, if that's what you choose, and unconditional love. You can't do that if you block your feelings. You can't do that if you don't take leaps of faith. But you can do that. You can play a part in canceling or realigning the fate of the earth, literally the fate of the earth, and undoing our karma by getting everyone back into alignment with love and also their person. That's your piece. That's the piece of the puzzle that's missing right now, is people look outside. People are jaded. How many people do you know are like, screw love, screw relationships, I'm never getting married again. Not for me, right? I'm just completely done. And meanwhile, right, they have this scar, or they have this person they're holding on to, or they have stuff inside, and no matter how much they run or avoid it, they're just not happy, right? And then on top of that, unfortunately, right, it's like they'll hold that energy against that, either that person or the energy of that person, for all the next people they interact with. So that's the karma I'm talking about, because that's a hatred. That's a collective hatred. That's a collective resistance towards the other, right? A collective resistance towards the masculine, collective resistance towards the feminine. Oh, all feminines, all women will break a man's heart because they aren't loyal, or they'll take all his money. Oh, all men can go to hell because they aren't loyal and they'll cheat on me and they'll take me for granted, right? These are beliefs that come up, that get stuck, and then we don't know it, we're doing it, but we're pushing away the other. We're pushing away the other. And that's where the karma really is. And, society's not doing a great job of like mitigating that, right? Like, society is kind of like pushing that on us, like, this kind of wounded mentality, and it sucks, right? And so part of my fight is to be here against that. Part of my fight is to say, no. Just because you got hurt by someone in the past and they divorced you, took your money, and they took your babies, or whatever it was, right? That doesn't mean that love is not existent. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't get married or you shouldn't have a relationship. That doesn't mean marriage is dead, right? Am I the only one? Sometimes I feel like I'm the only one. But it's easy. It's easy to get jaded with that and to say, screw that. This is all what they are, right? And, I'm never going to do this. But, that's why I'm here. I'm kind of here to say, hey, no, like love is real. It's okay to feel love. It's okay to feel that, like, want to align with your person. And yeah, that, like, sometimes it's not your person. Sometimes you got to let go. Sometimes you're going to go through hard times, but that's empowering. That's not taking away from you. It's empowering you to find your purpose, but not if you block all that out. If you accept them, if you accept your past, you accept your reality. Okay. And then ultimately to meet up with that person who does have the other half of your purpose. If that person is there for you, which I'm imagining for most people here on earth, they are. Okay? So that's what I have for finances here. Let me do 3 final cards of advice here. That was the final outcome. 3 final cards of advice here. I love that. We are bankrupt without love. 8 of Swords, 9 of Wands, and the High Priestess. Yeah. Time to take the blindfolds off. No more blindfolding, okay, to what you're here to do, what we're here to do, okay? Yes, 9 of Wands. This is funny because this is shielded and sorted up. Remember the message in the first thing, the first message is get that shield, get that sword, be willing to face the truth, okay? No more avoiding the truth in love or in life, right? Take off that blindfold, get your shield, get your sword, get after it. And High Priestess, go be a spiritual badass or whatever type of badass you are. But this is you and your gifts and your mastery. For most of you, right, it's going to be you are a spiritual badass. You have gifts. You have powerful intuitive abilities that you are here to share and to use. So use them. Don't block them out anymore. Use them. They're here to change the world. They're here to literally undo karma and help change the world to be a better place. Okay? And the bottom of the deck, so funny, on the financial reading is the Lovers. Okay? So don't forget about this person. Don't forget about this person. This person is here. Okay? They're part of this as well. Don't forget about them. Remember, they're part of your purpose. Okay? All right. That's what I have for the finances. Let me check in with the chat and see if there's anything else left for tonight. I feel it's been a great live stream so far. Lots of stuff coming through. Again, if you guys missed the live stream or you want to watch it back, the replay will be on my YouTube channel, BrandonTobias.com. I've also got all the Zodiac readings, or most of the Zodiac readings ready to go, uploaded. And check those out if you guys want. Give it a like, give it a subscribe, okay? Go find your Zodiac sign. And, I'm still finding my way on there too. I haven't, I know a little bit more now tonight for myself where I'm going to be going. Let's just close out tonight with an oracle reading, quick oracle reading, so we don't drag this too much on. Starting to finally shine again. It feels good. Thank you, Brandon. You're welcome. You're welcome, Eli. Yeah, you're very welcome. Let's close this out with an oracle reading. This is the Rumi Oracle deck. Okay, so these are just closing messages for the collective. And whatever else the guides and angels want to say. I mean, they said a lot tonight, so I don't know what else they're gonna do or they're gonna say, but let's go ahead and see and find out. All right. Guides and angels, loved ones, masters and wise ones, angels and archangels, through the power of unconditional love, what are the final messages that the collective needs to know for their highest and greatest good in love and in light? I didn't get the YouTube notifications. Please, and I hate to just mention this right now. YouTube has been being weird, particularly probably with tarot readers. It's just their algorithm. I don't know what they're doing, but if you want to get notifications for all the YouTube videos, I'm posting every single day on there. Go ahead and hit that bell button on my YouTube channel, hitting all notifications, so you are guaranteed to get all those notifications. Because, man, I've been releasing content like crazy, and I'm like, where are people not, wanting to watch? All right. But I suspect it's kind of what's going on with my channel or YouTube as a whole. All right. Guides and angels, what do we have to know? Final messages. Yeah, final messages. Dance of the Divine Feminine, first card out. All right. So this was this is definitely for the feminine energy, right? Empowering the feminine energy. It's so funny. I want to tell a quick little story here because it all makes sense now. I'm just realizing it now. But I went for a run today. It's crazy. And I saw I'm here in Arizona, and I ran out in the desert, and I had my little dog Alden with me, and I saw this bluebird. And I've never seen a bluebird like that here in Arizona, but it was a bluebird. It was on the tree in front of me. And so something told me to walk towards it. So I started walking towards it, and it like flew to another tree. So I walked towards that tree, and then it flew to another tree. And then something told me inside, go to that tree. That's where it wants to lead you, to that tree. So I go to that tree, and I just had a feel to touch the tree. Like, put your hand on the tree, and there's a message. And the message was, it was so beautiful. It was that there's an asteroid in astrology called Ceres, and it's the asteroid of Earth, or the divine feminine. Okay, it's this like feminine, bounteous, like love-giving, earth-giving, food and vitality-giving energy, right? Like the mother kind of. And I just heard this, like, do you accept the role or the energy of Mother Earth to be the divine feminine empowerment leader? That's what I'm like, this is me, a 30-year-old male with my hand on a tree, and literally heard a direct message of, we want to give you the power to empower the divine feminine, the Ceres energy. Do you accept this role? Do you accept this Ceres energy? And I'm just like, what is going on? So I said yes, and I received the energy, and I said thank you, and I kept running. And and then tonight it's like, that's who's showing up, right? That Mary Magdalene, divine feminine, right? So it's like, wow, it's just kind of crazy how I just didn't think about that until today, but it's like everything's kind of falling into place again. So anyways, what does this mean? Well, it means that right now it's, and this is the message, and this is just verbatim, like what I'm hearing. Divine feminines, you are the most important thing right now. Okay? You are the most important thing right now. By far, by and large, you matter the most. Okay? And this is coming from a masculine, a straight masculine who is in love, right? Is madly in love with his person. And it's like, you come first. No matter what. And so before the masculine, before man, you have to prioritize yourself first. You have to take care of yourself first. And no matter what we or anyone else may want or need from you, right now it's about you. It's about you. Okay? So do what you need to do. And these messages were for the feminine. It was for they were. Do what you need to do. Do whatever healing you need to do. Make whatever choices you need to make. But just know that we're here. We're waiting. And we will wait a lifetime. If we have to. We will wait a lifetime. We're not going anywhere. Ever. Because you come first. Okay. So that is my message for the divine feminine. And yeah, I hope you hear it. Next up we have Arise. Okay, so there will be a time coming forward from here of a great re-arising of something that seems dead right now, or seems dark, scary, bad, right? If something's been in a very dark or scary place recently, okay, there will be And we're asking you to have faith. There will be a great reawakening, a re-arising, okay, of whatever that thing was that died. This thing that it's not over. It's not dead. Okay? This is having to go in to battle, right? Having to go into those inner emotions in order to allow for this to re-arise and to reawaken. But it does not mean it is dead. Because this, whatever this is, can never die. Okay? So that's the next message is if you are going through something like that or you feel you're in that place, there will be a reawakening. There will be a phoenix rising from the ashes, from the scorpionic energy in a way that you could have never imagined. But it did have to go. You had to go. We had to go through that process. Okay? But it is not dead. Let me tell you right now, it's not over. Okay? The right choice. There we go. All right? So this is about, as the tarot reading mentioned, okay, making that choice and trusting that that is the right choice. Whatever it is you choose, doesn't matter. Whatever it is you choose, whatever it is you decide, that is the right choice. Okay? And trusting that fully and completely without hesitation. Because more so than anyone, the Divine Feminine knows and feels it in her soul, feels it in her gut, and can just make that decision based on intuition. Okay? So it is about identifying the choice and then trusting and going forward and saying, I know this is the right choice. And believing in that, and believing that, more importantly, whatever it is you choose, whatever it is you decide, man, the world will work around you. Okay? That's how powerful you are. Whatever it is you decide, the world, everyone will work around you to help, to support, and to do whatever we can. Okay? So trust that whatever choice you're making is right, just for the sheer fact of you will be supported no matter what you choose. Okay? 144 in the chat. Sacred Soul Sister, maybe a time as well to reach out to a good friend and have a chat, have a talk with someone that you trust a lot. Okay? With whatever situation you're in, this is a sign. Hey, and this is specifically, they want to give instructions. This is someone you know is a soul family. Like someone you know, feminine to feminine, that if you talk to them, they'll give you honest advice. They'll give you good advice because they're heart-centered. They're, in a vibratory match with you. They're your soul sister. Okay? So it might be a sign to reach out to them and say, hey, this is what's going on. What do you advise? And to recognize who that is. Because sometimes we need to diversify who we're getting our advice from too. And yes, this whole lesson is about trusting ourselves, but sometimes also we have to look outside of who we may normally or typically get advice from in order to see something in a different way. So that's the recommendation here. Beyond death and life. Beyond death and life. Wow. We mentioned in this reading, there's one card to go, that this situation, it's the number one, by the way, it's number one, is not over. It's not dead. There will be a re-arising of this situation. Well, the reason why is because this situation that you're in is eternal, and it is part of God. Whatever this is, if it's a relationship, if it's a bond you have with someone, if it's whatever, it is part of the eternal, part of God. It's a love that can never, ever die. It's beyond life, and it's beyond death. It is eternal. It is always going to be here no matter what. Love, by the way, and I didn't just get this from Interstellar. This is channeled in this moment and what I've experienced in my own 5D adventures. Love is the only thing that exists beyond time and space. It's the only connection, it's the only energy that can literally, in a metaphysical way, transcend time. That's why we have past life soulmates and twin souls, twin flames, and karmics. Because there was a connection there was an energy that we shared with them in 100 lifetimes back that still exists the same as if it were there at that time. Because love transcends time. So when you die, this situation, this bond, this connection is there. This isn't just about this lifetime. This isn't just about, this next year. This situation this love will always be there. So time doesn't matter, right? And I get that we're humans. I get that we want to know how much time, and we're impatient and all these things, and we want. But in reality, this is a situation that is and will pass on lifetime to lifetime to lifetime. I mean, this is forever. We're dealing with your forever person here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's on that level of forever person. Like, not just this lifetime, but every lifetime after this person. Okay? Because you're meant to literally merge together. That's a whole nother channeling and story, but you're meant to merge together, part of your soul to soul. So trust whatever it is, right, that you're going through or your person's going through, but this collective's dealing with a timeless soulmate, timeless person, eternally bonded through the connection of love. And they're showing me this, literally this heart-centered connection. Here it is. Literally, I just saw it. 11 average view duration on YouTube. These angels are going crazy with this. It's amazing. Where that bond will be eternal. So if you want to find that now, you just got to go here and you got to receive and open and say, all right, well, show me what is my eternal bond? Does this exist? Okay. And you will see, and you may not be ready for it because it's intense, believe me, but it's there. And the last card here, actually we'll do one more card here, I feel, on the middle of the spread. Sacred Phoenix Heart. Okay. So trust in death and resuscitation right now. Nothing that seems to be over right now is truly over. We're in a period of the collective right now where death and resuscitation will be a normal thing. Meaning if something's going through a death or something needs time or something's going through a process, doesn't mean it's going anywhere. It just means that it is re-arising as something else. Okay, and this could be job, career, relation, this could be anything, but we have essentially found where we're going. We've essentially found at this point, what that next step is, what that journey is. But at this time, it's about trusting that there might be, deaths and resuscitations along the way of that journey, whether that's career, job, business, or love and relationship. But again, that thing is mixed in with the eternal, right? Your business, your livelihood is mixed in with something that is eternal, which is love. And then that is mixed in with something that's eternal, which is your connection to your eternity soulmate, right? I guess that's a new name for it. So trust that nothing is or can be permanently dead or over at this time in particular. I'm not talking about like connections from your past. I'm talking about what's currently in your life now showing up, that those things will not be over. They are just resuscitating themselves because they're meant to be. Okay? They're meant to be at this time. Right? Very different place now in the collective than we were maybe a year ago or 2 years ago. And then the last card here is the Merciful Mother, Jamal. So the last card is, it's for whatever happened, for whatever it is you feel you might have done, said, acted, it's time to forgive yourself. To give yourself mercy in this situation, this relationship, in this just moment in time. It's time to say, all right, whoever I was being, whatever I was doing in the past, or what happened. Maybe I wasn't in my greatest lights, or I wasn't perfect, or I said some things, I did some things that I regret, or caused the other pain, or caused myself pain. But you know what? I didn't know. And maybe I had to do what I had to do. I made the right choice because that was the right choice at that time. And I forgive myself. I am willing to forgive myself in this particular moment because I had to do what I had to do. Maybe it didn't seem right at the time, or others around me thought it was wrong, or I was criticized for it, or I look back now and I say, and I don't wish I would have done that, but no, at that time, trust that there were genuine reasons why you said and why you did what you needed to do. So it is time to forgive yourself. Give yourself the mercy that you deserve. Give yourself the peace that you deserve, because you do deserve it. Okay? And it's okay. It's okay. Genuinely, it's okay. Whatever it is you did, we forgive you. And please allow yourself to give yourself that mercy so you can now see what's ahead of you. Now see what you want to create. Okay? And enjoy, right now, enjoy this experience. Enjoy this human gift, right? This is like a great time to just like relax, be free, enjoy the human life experience, and just do stuff that you like. Do stuff that's fun for you, right? Go live and talk about crazy shit like this. Okay. All right. All right, guys. Wow. I mean, such a great and fun live stream for me. Thank you guys for allowing me the chance to reawaken, right, this part of me. I just haven't been able to, I forgot, I think, about this part of me. And it's been so long, and I'm so glad that I could have the chance to reawaken that with you guys tonight. I used to do live streams like this all the time, a year and a half ago or so, or 2 years ago now at this point. Jeez, time is flying. And, they were really kind of what I was, I guess doing or known for. And, I had to go through a lot of stuff, and I learned a lot, and I've been in this process, but, thank you for giving me that chance to really step back into who I am, my heart, my soul, and just receiving me for who I am. I really, truly appreciate that. It's honestly the best thing in the world. It's the most rewarding thing in the world. And whether I'm talking to 10 people or 190 or 20 on YouTube, it just feels great to be yourself. So if this inspired you tonight to go, be, do, find whatever that is for you, make that choice, put that armor on, ask that question, release that person in your heart from blocking them out, or feel exactly the truth of how you feel, go do it. You have my support. I'm here if any of you guys need support in that process. I literally do that with and for people, right? Guiding them through that process. If you need help with that, I offer one-on-one coaching. I offer one-on-one live sessions via Zoom, and I offer personal tarot readings and personal astrology readings where not only am I channeling for you and your situation and love or your purpose, but I'm helping to guide you through the steps to get you there, particularly in the live coaching and the one-on-one. So if any of you guys need help in this process, you are inspired, you're ready to take that step, that is literally what I do to support you on this journey, okay? So you can find those at my website, brandontobias.com, or link in my bio in TikTok or in the description box on YouTube. Definitely on YouTube, be sure to like this video. It really helps with exposure to it. Find those people who are part of our tribe. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube as well. If you want all the content, all the zodiac readings, if you want weekly readings for your sign and love and in life for your highest good. Was there anything else that I want to share? I don't think so. Yeah, go check out your zodiac reading. It's all on YouTube. And then, hit that bell. That's right. On YouTube specifically, be sure to hit that bell button. Okay, for the notifications, hit all notifications if you want to be notified when I'm releasing videos. I think YouTube might have, who knows what they did. They reset it, or I don't know what's going on there. But if you want notifications for that, be sure to hit that. And then TikTok Live, same thing. There's a bell in the corner of the profile. If you want to be notified every time I do go live, which I do plan on most Sundays from now on, in similar lives like this, just guiding messages, hit that bell button as well in the corner of my profile. Okay? Oh yeah, Nell Solar, definitely go hit that bell button. I don't know what she says. I'm not getting your notification. I don't know what YouTube's doing, but you know, they're doing something here. So be sure to hit that bell button. But yeah, you're welcome. Thank you guys so much. David said, thank you for the reading. Caught up a bit late. Have to rewind. Love hearts. Well, smiley face. Thank you, David. Back at you, brother. Cool. Yeah, Kristen found the YouTube. Awesome. Dee Dee says, you inspired. Yes, inspired. Yeah, thank you so much. You're welcome. Life or death recovery. We appreciate your efforts and generosity. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Nat Seller said, you literally reawakening me. Amazing read. Thank you so much. I'm reawakened. I feel like this is a reawakening for all of us here in this reading, in this night. And part of that's from you guys. So thank you so much. Okay, guys, much love to all of you guys and gals, right? Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. Thank you so much. We are ending. I got to show you guys this. 222 on views and chat rate. I don't know if you guys can see that. Chat rate and views at 222. I don't know if you guys saw that. Just so you know, I'm not making this up. Is literally chat rate 2, views 222. I mean, you cannot make this stuff up. It's absolutely insane. So anyways, the angels are with you all. Sorry, YouTube, I blocked your view. I had to show TikTok. Angels are with us all. The angels are with you all. This definitely was a angelic guided message. So thank you, angels and guides, loved ones, masters and wise ones. Thank you so much for the chance to do this. I really appreciate it. And I love you all. Let me know if you need help. 144 in the chat. Check out my website for my services and assistance. And I will see you guys in the next YouTube video or the next live stream. Bye for now.